Guys, it's Kelly here, and I am back with another video for Create a Smile. Today I'm going to be using Coffee First, and I just thought it would be really cute. We're heading into fall here, and I just thought it would be cute to have like a little set of mugs, all stacked up with each other. I tried to use more fall colors. I don't know if they're fall colors or not. I felt like they were. I prefer bright colors. But so I'm just going to stamp my mug and mask it and then stamp them so they're sitting inside of each other. And I'm using watercolor paper because today I'm going to be using the Kuretake Gambi Tansi, say that 3 times fast, watercolors. They're pan watercolors. So before I get to the watercoloring, I wanted to add just a little bit of fun to the set. So I drew polka dots on one of them and stripes on another. Just I used a journaling pen, or you can use a Copic multi-liner. So to start my watercoloring, I'm going to go ahead and outline the whole stamped images. Stamped image? Whatever. I'm going to outline all of my stamping with a clean, clear water. And then I'm going to go in and drop in some of that like Tiffany blue color. I just thought it would be really pretty with the darker teal that's in the set. I was blessed enough that I recently received these from a friend while I was away on a retreat, and so this is only my second time using them. There is a little bit of a learning curve from what I'm used to. I guess I'm not used to real watercolors. I don't know if these are real water. I think they're real watercolors. But anyway, I normally do it with Peerless or Distress inks. So I've always heard everybody talk about like how creamy these watercolors are, and they really are. And they'll last forever, I'm sure of it, because you need so little of the actual paint to get really intense color. But I also noticed that they don't spread very well. Like I'm used to, Distress inks or Zigs, and the moment you touch them to water, those babies are off and running. These are much thicker, and so I felt like I had to manipulate the water on the paper more to get the look that I was looking for. In order, this is the way that I do my outlines. When I want a softer color, I will put down clean clear water, add in my pigment, and then I will bring in clean clear water from the edges to get it to spread out. This really didn't spread, and you can see me here. I'm trying to get the color to bloom out a little bit before going in and adding more of that darker teal color, and I only added it about halfway up the cup. But there's so much water on my paper, I actually had to go back in and blot some off, and it still wasn't spreading. So, I mean, I do think that they have their place. I just think I need more practice with them. I can see how it would be much easier to color intricate images like these cups. I have a really hard time doing that with Zigs or Distress ink. Because these are a little bit thicker, I can see how that would be easier. But the backgrounds are much harder. So, yeah. Just keep that in mind. I don't know if you have them or you're thinking about getting them. If you're a watercolor person who uses them for mostly backgrounds, these are a little bit rough to work. But they do blot up very clean. Like you could see how much pigment I had on the bottom there, and I wanted to put in like a little counter shelf, whatever, for my cups to be stacked on. And I blotted it up with just a clean dry towel, and all of it came right up. So that part's really nice. Doesn't really leave any pigment behind. Now, granted, I was doing a blue and not a red, but still, I think even the red would probably come up pretty clean. Here, I decided the counter was a little too yellow. I had used like a mustard yellow, which I'm going to include in the cups, and it was just a little bit much, so I went in and added some more brown. And this video is a little bit longer. The editing's not that great. My editing system was giving me a really, really hard time. So this is the best that I could do. I figured it was better than no video. I don't know. You'll have to let me know. So here now that my background is all completely dry, I'm going to go in and start working on the mugs. I decided that I wanted the right-hand side to be the shadowed side. And here you can see I just blotted up that little green puddle. These, because they are thick, they're more opaque. And if you get some on like your black or whatever, it will cover it up. Not like completely, but it does, what's the word that I want? It dulls it. There we go. It like dulls your black. And because they are, like I said, they're very easy to blot up. It's not a big deal if you, like I had some teal in my cup just because it was laying on my black. I just picked some darker blues, a darker purple, a mustard yellow, and like a dark magenta and olive green, because I wanted them to be like they were part of a set. I had initially thought of masking that banner off, the banner with the heart, even though it's adorable, like maybe leaving it on one or two and masking some other ones just so I had a blank canvas to work with. And I still think that would be really, really pretty, and it's another option to do. But like I said, I wanted these to be a set, so I decided to just leave them. And I'm adding the majority of my pigment on the right-hand side. I'm just, putting down color and adding my shading, blotting it up as I need to. If things get a little out of control, I'm working with a number 2 round brush from the Artist Loft. So it's a great brush for getting in there and just working in really small areas. And here you can see me, I'm like continually having to spread that color around because these are, they just are what they are. They're thicker and they don't move as well. So you don't want to work into areas next to each other that are wet. They'll run into each other and make your card ugly, and you don't want that. I don't want that. So I'm just going in and adding the color, and here you can see because it wasn't spreading really well, I went in with clean clear water on the left hand side and then just kind of scooped up that green and carried it over to where I wanted it to. So yeah, it's just, it's another medium to use, and I do like them, and like I said, I think they have their place. And so I'm just like carrying those colors throughout. I decided I was going to do the top one, the stripes, all different colors, just for some fun, as long as you're, like here, my paper wasn't completely wet. So I wanted to make it a bit darker. I just went in with clean clear water on the left and just blended that edge so it wouldn't be hard. Watercoloring is fun. It does take a really long time though. That's part of the reason why this video is still so long. There were parts I probably would have liked to have cut out, or just where I'm trying to decide colors. You guys don't want to watch that. I don't want you to have to watch that. But it just really is very time consuming. I think that the painting alone took me about an hour. But, we get into crafting because we like to make things pretty and it's relaxing. So the time doesn't bother me. So I'm thinking maybe we'll turn on some music because we still have quite a bit of coloring to go. So maybe we'll go ahead and turn on some music and then I will be back with you guys. So that's pretty much going to be the coloring of the card. After I was done, I did go back in with my Copics and add a little bit of shadow to the right-hand side. I pictured it as if my light source was coming from the bottom left. And then I did add some Copic coloring to the ground. So yeah, the sentiment is from the same set. I stamped it in black with my Misty, and then after it was all said and done, I decided I was going to apparently this is going to be like my trademark thing because I just love one layer panels. I went back in with my white gel pen and just outlined the right hand side of the sentiment where I covered over the coffee cups just to make it stand out a bit more. And then after I had turned off the camera, I also added a little bit of clear Wink of Stella to just the white portions, as well as the heart that was in the sentiment, the I love coffee together. Because who doesn't love coffee together, right? So thank you so much for joining me, and I hope to see you over at the Create a Smile blog if you're watching on YouTube. The link is in the description, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Thanks, bye.